Hello and welcome to the Redneck News Network for February 24th, 2011. In global news today, Muammar Gaddafi, I'm sure you've heard, is standing firm. He says he will die as dictator rather than give up his position. You might get your wish there, Muammar. But he also says that he figures it's the Al-Qaeda, Osama bin Laden, and Western forces like the CIA are behind the protests. He says that the leadership behind these protests are putting drugs in the coffee of the youth to make them act like they are. He's probably right about that too. Well, about that, what I have to say though, Mr. Gaddafi, if you had improved the standard of living for your people instead of keeping them poor, you would have a much happier bunch. You cannot iron fist a population and expect them to remain slaves and keep their mouths shut. Oh, and by the way, under the heading "Coming to a Place Near You," protests and riots. Yeah. Although the good people of the state of Wisconsin have enjoyed a much better standard of living than the Libyan people, they have turned into a force to be reckoned with. They're mad. However, it comes back again on the leadership. You cannot continue to give massive tax cuts to large corporations, and if you Google state of Wisconsin protests, you'll see what I mean. You cannot expect the workers to tighten their belts and go along with these stupid austerity measures, because people aren't stupid. The internet is available, and if anybody wants to spend any time researching, you can find out all kinds of information such as most of these corporations pay less income tax than the average person does, and if they pay more, it's not a whole lot in comparison. Like Goldman Sachs, for example, which received billions and billions of dollars of bailout money and billions more through other companies like AIG that were bailed out. So they made billions off of that and gave huge bonuses to their executives. They paid a whopping sum of $14 million in corporate taxes last year. Where did they get that number from? Well, you have some very creative bookkeepers. I wonder if I could hire them to do my taxes. Probably charge more than my whole income though. And also, if you want to spend some time, look up Federal Reserve Bank. Please do. It is not a federal anything except the name. It is a privately owned bank, and yet lends copious amounts of fictitious money, which is backed by nothing, all over the world. You know, if I pulled a stunt like that, I'd be in shackles in a minute, and they'd throw me in prison and throw the key away. So let me tell you people, before the imaginary money that you have in your wallet or your bank account isn't worth the paper it's printed on, or in the bank account that it's not printed on, run out to a coin dealer, coin store, or go on the internet and find out where to buy some silver or gold coins. Honestly, buy all you can afford right now. By this time next year, I guarantee you'll be glad you did. But that's too heavy. On the lighter side, veterinarians are going to inspect the animals at the Calgary Stampede before and after every race to make sure they're not hurt. Seriously now, Do you really think that will stop any accidents from happening? Accidents happen. And I was raised on a farm, and I've watched all kinds of rodeo events. Listen, to you animal activists who feel that these horses are being tortured during the rodeo, maybe you should go and hire Dr. Doolittle and see if he can ask the horses themselves how they feel about it. These animals have been trained for years in rodeo, and I am positive that they are having way more fun than the cowboys and the spectators. Really, like, have you ever watched a horse race and seen how the horses come out of the gate? They live for that race. The only rodeo complaint you might get would be from the calves in the calf roping event. But hey, that certainly beats being between two patties at McDonald's, or being a patty on a burger at McDonald's, or being on the shelf at the local grocery store. Anyway, that's all for today. Keep warm, take care, God bless, and I'll talk to you again. Bye.